In this video, I am going to prepare a monthly profit and loss statement. So this is the source file. This is the source Excel file which has data for all the months from January to December 2017. We can see from here. So this is the trial balance, monthly trial balance, which has all the data. So what I will do, I will create the connection and I would perform some transformation steps within Power Query and then within Power BI. And then I would use some measures to have the final profit and loss report. So Control S, I will close this source file, source trial balance. Close. So this is the Power BI main screen. Again, our first step is to pull the data to establish the connection. Get data, Excel. This is the source file, P&L data for 2017, profit and loss data. This is the trial balance. Open. Now the connection established. This is the navigator screen. There are two sheets. Number one is data set income statement and other one is mapping. So I will click on the files with the blue header, click transform data. So this is the Power Query screen. So let me tell you one more thing, that in the source file there is one trial balance table, there is one sheet of trial balance, and there is another table I created for mapping. So let me show you again the source file. Minimize. This is the source file. So I created this mapping table, which I will just going to show you, because to create the P&L, it would be more easy for us to have the codes in the mapping table and the codes within the trial balance to be aligned. So the main accounts I have mentioned here: revenue, cost of sales, operational expenses, depreciation, finance cost, income tax, other expenses, other income. These are the codes, and with that mapping, when we will establish the relationship, the Power Query will pull the relationship model, will pull all the data as per these codes. So this is the mapping table and this is the main trial balance. Close. We will close this as well. So this is the Power Query screen. So this is the mapping table code. These are the codes which I have just shown you. Main account, these are the main accounts, and this is the sequence. There is a column for sequence, so that you know when we will prepare the P&L, the sequence should be similar. Like it should not be like this: cost is coming before revenue, or like other income is coming before cost of sales. And this is the main trial balance. So we will do data cleansing and we will do some transformation steps now. So first we will check the data type. Account is fine text, description is text. These are the columns of the monthly data till December. So what I will do, I will unpivot these month columns. So I will select first two columns, right click, and unpivot other columns. So it's more presentable, and it's easy for us to do this, to do some modeling steps on this column. So this attribute is basically months. I have renamed attributes as months. Values, so these are the TB trial balance amounts. Values I will change to amounts. Okay, so data type of amounts is decimal number, fine. Month should not be text, it should be date. Description is fine text. Account is fine text. Now if I go into mapping table, main account is text and sequence is whole number. Fine. The code has, you know, the code is starting from IS because it's income statement, so that's why I put IS-1XX. And here the codes have, like, you know, BS, some balance sheet item as well. So I don't need balance sheet items, I only need income statement items. So I will only keep IS, the items with the IS code. So what I will do, I will filter, I will do text filter contains IS dash, because our mapping table has the codes with starting with IS dash 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, so again, like if I go into mapping table, there is, you know, IS-1 access. I don't need 00. So what I will do again, I will replace this 00. So I will split the column. It's more easier for me. Split column by number of characters. So, you know, I only want to keep 4 characters, IS dash and 1 2 3 4. So I will split column by number of characters. I want to keep only 4 characters, 4 and once as far left as possible. So from left it will keep only 4 characters. Okay, so I have kept only 4 characters, IS-1 1 2 3 4, and the other column which has the other data after splitting, I don't need it. 0 0 1 0, I don't need this column, so I will delete, remove, and I will rename this account 1 to code, because I want to align, or like, you know, the column should be, the data should be same, the code should be same. I want to match the data items within code column and the mapping codes. So again, here, like, it's IS-1 XX, I don't need X. So what I will do again, I will filter, text filter, but I will in fact I will replace values. X I don't need, so I will replace with null, 0. Like I don't know, I don't want, so blank, replace with blank. Okay, so now the codes column are similar. Why I am doing this? Because I want to create the relationship between these two tables, mapping and this P and L. So I will rename this as P and L. So in the last video, as I have told that, as I have already, you know, mentioned in the last video, that to create the relationship, we should have a similar column in both the tables. So here in this table, the column is code, and in the other table of mapping, the code is here. So we will create the relationship. So all the, you know, data cleansing steps have been performed. Code, main accounts, fine, sequence, okay, P&L is fine, code is here, description is here with the data type text, months is here with the data type date, amount is here. Now we will close and apply, and then we will create relationships. Close and apply. So now we will go in modeling. So there is already one relationship established between code and code, because the columns headings were similar. So the, you know, Power BI has automatically established the relation. Fine. So I will minimize this. Okay. So the relationship is there already. Now we will go in data, then we will go in report. Now we have the main accounts in mapping. We'll click on main accounts, the main accounts are here. All right, and the amounts are in P&L table amounts. But one thing we should note here, the the sequence is out, like again the cost of sales is like coming before revenue. So what I will do, I will go in data, and I will click on main account, and I will sort this column with sequence, because as you know that uh, I have already created one table, one column for the sequence in the source file. So now these main accounts will be coming in the sequence of this sequence: 1, 2, 3. The revenue is first, cost of sales is second, operational expenses is third, depreciation is fourth, finance cost is fifth, income tax is sixth, other expense is 7, other income 8. Okay, now I will go and report again, and revenue is coming with negative. So I will create a measure, new measure of amount, and I will multiply these amounts with minus. So amounts is equal to sum, again sum. The amounts are in P&L column. I will click on this, I will close, and I will multiply with -1. Now this is the amounts measure. I will create again another table of my measures, so that I can have all my measures in one separate table. My measures, load, now I will transfer this measure of amounts in my measures. All right, so I will now delete this extra table, delete. Now I will drag and drop this amounts measures here. Sorry. So this now revenue is coming with positive sign, and the expenses are with negative. I don't need now this amount, so I will uncheck here in P&L. All right. So I will increase the font size. I will go in format, I will go in column headers, I will increase the font size to 13. Okay, now I need the monthly data. So what I will do, we have the month table as well, so I will click on months. I will use the other option of matrix, because if I want to have the monthly data, the quarterly data, I want presentation in the monthly form. So if I want to monthly present my data, I will use matrix. Now we have more options available: rows, columns, values, separate. We have headings of these. So I will drag and drop months in column. Now if I will just expand it, so I have the quarterly data. Since we have 1 year data only, 17 data only, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. If I drag further, it will show me monthly data, Q2, Q3 and Q4. Okay, and if I don't want to see quarter, it's showing me only the monthly data. So simple, so easy. So this is the P&L of only 1 year, 2017, and it was so simple. With the trial balance, after establishing connection, I did some transformation steps. I created the relationship between the codes within the mapping table and within the main P&L table, And after establishing the connection, we could easily have this PNL. We have all the data here now. In the next video, I am going to pull the additional data for the year 18 and 19, and I will use some new measures. Thank you.